Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I'm Sandra. I'm a mom. I've been touched by addiction. I sadly lost my son a year ago. And we have here Luke, who is in recovery. You've been in recovery for a number of years. Yay. Today's topic. This weekend is Canada's Thanksgiving weekend. So we thought it'd be appropriate to talk about holidays because holidays affect many people, whether you're in addiction or not. There's a lot of pressure on having a good time during the holidays, right? And so I'm going to just say briefly, looking back at holidays, I remember always being triggered by holidays. Like, is Ben going to be using? What's he going to be like? And everything revolved around what mood he was going to be in.
Yeah.
And it was really tough. So I'm thinking of all those loved ones out there this weekend trying to plan a nice family gathering and not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's a big thing like you just touched on. I know in my experience with my family, there were great holiday seasons up until like addiction and alcoholism really took off. And then it was like certain boundaries and stipulations of like, you shouldn't drink if we're going to have Thanksgiving or Christmas. And it started becoming, like you said, it should be planning to have a good time. It started becoming the concentration is like, how's Luke going to show up here today?
Right.
Because there were some blow-ups on family occasions, holidays that ruined, it instilled fear into the next time there's one of those holidays.
Right. And you bring up alcohol. And I know for me, I like to have a bottle of wine at the table and enjoy it. But when Ben was coming, it's like, oh, can we have the wine? When he was using, I knew that he was drinking. So, maybe I'd give him a little bit. He wasn't in recovery. But it's like, when he was in recovery, can I have wine? No, let's not, because we don't want the temptation to be there. So it really affects people at different levels.
Yeah.
So I know for you were talking about how you're able to go to these family functions now and see there's alcohol, and maybe some people might get tipsy and stuff. How does that affect you as someone in recovery?
Yeah, so for like at the very beginning, of course, there is that natural, as somebody trying to recover and be in recovery, there's that natural, you don't want to be put in positions right away.
Yeah.
But one thing, a perspective I learned is my parents actually took all alcohol out of the house, and my dad wouldn't drink around me. And I was thinking this is a loving thing they're doing and they care about my sobriety. But really a perspective also is I think it's fear-based, because they also are afraid of what if Luke sees us drinking and wants to go drink. And then they're going to be like, we caused that. Where today, where I stand, that's not fair to them.
Right.
Because it's my issue if I'm going to pick up a bottle and drink. It's my issue if I'm going to pick up a drug. And so my perspective is changed a little bit, because what we're talking about, other family occasions, things have happened. So it wasn't just I know my dad loved me and wants to help me, and my parents wanted to do that. But there's a fear-based, holding people hostage base for our addiction, thinking they're going to be to blame if, I see them drinking and I go out and drink.
Right. And that's a key one for me as a loved one, because we say in our program that we didn't cause it. We didn't cause it. So for you to say that we wouldn't cause it is a big one, because it's not, we could choose to have our drink or whatever, but we're not saying you have to have a drink.
No.
You need to do you.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where I was going with this, but we didn't cause it, and that's a big one. And the fear, because it's like, well, no, I can't have a drop of alcohol. I can't have anything, and we're gonna just be waiting to see what mood he's going to be in, to see how the day's going to go.
Yeah.
And we've had good ones, and we've had some not so good. Not so good. I remember at different points of Ben's journey in addiction, I had different boundaries, and one of them was no alcohol. And we wouldn't even have alcohol ourselves, because we knew that one drink, that would be it.
Yeah.
And I'm just quickly going to tell one story. It was Christmas, and he snuck in his backpack a bottle of booze, and I caught him drinking out of it, and I'm like, Ben, no, this is not working. Oh no, I'm fine. And at this point he was pretty fine. I think it was the beginning. But I was like on, edge thinking what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, he must have finished that bottle because we had a lot of people over, so I was doing my thing, but then I go in the kitchen and what do I see? He had taken a bottle I had hidden away and he was chugging from it. And that was it. I lost it. I relapsed because normally I would just say, no. But I lost it and I removed him. I said, that's it, we're going. And it was chaos because I actually was screaming and, it was horrible. And so then after that, you think the next holiday. So now people are planning this weekend and there's holidays. And so you hear this, and you're probably thinking, oh yeah, I remember doing this at a party or at a family event.
Yeah, big time. Well,
right?
That was like, there's a Christmas that I blew up, Father's Day event, Thanksgiving. Because here's the thing, if there's a stipulation of like, we'd prefer you not drink it, and then I come in with the attitude, sorry, that was a B around second time.
Thanks for protecting me.
And I would come in more almost like miserable that like I couldn't drink, and like I brought it to like we take people hostages. Like,
yes,
nobody should have to like fully cater. I get at the start you're trying and you don't want to be put in a position that could lead to a relapse, but that's why everybody in recovery needs some sort of a program to work. Because in the end, if my parents started having a couple drinks and I went and drank and gave the out of like, well, you guys were drinking, so that's your fault. Like, no, that's not their fault. Alcohol, we're gonna mention it, like it's not the actual problem. The drugs isn't the problem. It's I'm not right inside of here yet, and people shouldn't have to change how they've done things for years to cater to what I'm doing. Where I go to golf tournaments, I was telling you, there's like 16 of my dad's old buddies and my brother, and all of them are having drinks, and I'm there having a great time, and if it was too hard for me, I just wouldn't go.
Right.
But they shouldn't have to change up their ritual and tradition that they've been doing for the past 13, 15 years because Luke can't drink.
Right.
I need to get right inside with me, so now, today, I'm going to have a great dinner with my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my nieces and nephews, and nobody's walking around on eggshells wondering if I'm going to be triggered by them pouring a drink. No, they're going to do them and I'm going to do me.
Right. And that reminds me, like with Ben, when he was using, everything was everybody else's fault. He wasn't to blame for any of it. He would say, you don't understand. I wish you were an addict so you knew what I was doing. Like, it was everybody's fault. But when I saw him in recovery, it's like, no, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not. And so I want people out there, especially the loved ones, to know it is not your fault.
No.
And when they're blaming you, that's them pushing your buttons. They are resorting. They're trying to get what they want. They want you to feel like it's your fault, because then you'll let down your boundaries. You'll let them do whatever they want, because
you'll feel bad.
Because you have that fear, like, oh my gosh, death is knocking on the door. I don't want to be that person that that kills them. Right? And I know for me, the hardest part was having my boundaries and really believing and understanding that it's not my fault. I sadly lost Ben, and I know it wasn't my fault. And, so loved ones out there, it's not your fault.
No.
And, it's your choice what you're doing. And, we were saying that it's not the drugs and alcohol.
No.
And it's not other people's fault. It's deeper than that.
One last little quick thing.
Of course.
Because I used to throw that out. If you were an addict or an alcoholic, you'd understand. The parents and family members might not understand the inner turmoil. And I'm not responsible for the actual disease of alcoholism, the internal damage, but I am responsible for my recovery. It is my responsible to recover through a program, to get the help I need through therapy, so when I go to this event tonight with my family on Thanksgiving, they can enjoy themselves, because I'm taking responsibility for my recovery and doing the things I need to do so I can sit there and eat dinner with them, whether they have a bottle of water or a bottle of whatever alcoholic beverage they have.
Right. And that's huge. Thanks for sharing that, Luke. I know there's a lot of people struggling this weekend because it is Thanksgiving. But one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, one second at a time. Oh, man. And I do want to give you some good news before we leave.
Yes.
Luke and I, with two of our advocate friends, Jen and Lainey, we started a podcast. So if you're interested, I am going to put the link to our channel in the comments, so check us out. Remember, it's not your fault, man. No. It's not your fault. No. And to all our Canadian friends, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And remember, where there is breath,
there is hope.
There is hope. Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, guys.